I welcome you, Rabbi Joseph Edery.
Thank
Very
you.
excited day today. I'm happy we made it. It's quite late. A lot of things happened, and so before we talked about what topics we want to address. So we said, okay, we would like to talk a bit about Babylon. Because currently there is a new movie going on or coming out, about the Hollywood film industry in the 20s, I think. You know how
Yes.
this the golden age of film starts, Babylon. Then we said we will talk a bit about the earthquake, what happened in Turkey. I mean, very severe earthquake. Thousands of buildings apparently collapsed, and last counting, 2,500 people dead. So it's a very devastating issue currently, also in Syria. And then we wanted, of course, to continue to talk about the, the Sanhedrin initiative and the new fundraiser we put together. So why don't you start? Let's go ahead. Let's do it.
All right. Thank you, Ulf, so much for having me today. And it's a pleasure, as usual, to speak truth and to continue, both of us, on our deeply enrooted mission to bring justice to the world, to create a situation where people like me and you can find justice for different injustices. Both of us have witnessed the system that we currently are part of rip our lives apart piece by piece in the name of justice, with the help of the police and the government and the beautiful, wonderful agencies. And here we are, pushing back, creating the only legitimate system we believe is true, which is the system of the Torah, the system of Hashem, the Sanhedrin. And we are joined by a radical bunch. I mean, a lot of broken people, a lot of people that have suffered a lot in their life, and are also looking to create a narrative of justice and truth in their life. And today, in the morning, we spoke about this film. Let's get into it. I did not watch the film. I have to say, this Babylon film is good for the trash, but it started off funny. It had a funny opening scene, but right away it gets right into the degenerate behavior. And you right, like I told you, all sometimes with a Hollywood movie, they have people fighting the disgusting behavior in the world. And at that moment, you say, okay, let me see how somebody in Hollywood put together a good script, and these actors, through all their time, sometimes it takes years to make a film, and all the people put all this together in order to clean us of an issue and to address an issue and to enlighten us to be able to move on to a new horizon. But this film is just straight trash off the get-go. It is an advertisement for Sodom and Gomorrah, for Sodom and Gomorrah, for the degeneracy behavior that we are so, suffering so much from in this modern day and age. And the whole thing of Bavel is these people climbing. They want to change the rules of the game. They're making a tower. They want to prove that they're stronger than Hashem.
They
Whatever
want to
it
make
is,
a name for themselves. Yeah.
make a name for themselves. What is making a name for themselves? Names, as Professor Avram Ehrlich told me, is when Adam Harishon gives names to the animals, what he is basically doing is he's giving a purpose. When you name something, this is a tool. This is good. This is bad. When you're giving a name, that is a very high level. And us in this world, we give names.
Yes.
We give names.
Our job.
And
I think it's our job.
yes.
It's our job.
So when the people
categorize
of the
it, name it, classify it.
yes, and when the people of Bavel, they go up to heaven to make a name for themselves, what they're really trying to do is saying, Hashem, it's true that you made it clear that this is good and this is bad. Maybe we should make a name for ourselves. In other words, maybe we name what's good and we name what's bad. Maybe killing is good, maybe stealing is good. Depends when we decide if it's good for us. And we decide what's good and bad, you know. And of course, we know how that ends. They don't talk any. Hashem scrambles their language, their tongue. They don't. They, it doesn't work.
Yes.
Anyway, so this Babylon movie is in continuation with all the friends that Ulf happens to know, Michael J. Solomon and so on, the whole team in Hollywood
No,
of
of course,
Jews
they're not
that
in
have
there, but this is how the whole Hollywood industry started, and you have in New York, you have New York, basically the film industry started more or less in the United States. And of course, there are a lot of Jewish guys involved there. And
not religious but Jewish, yeah.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We are talking now the Erev Rav. We are talking about now the left guys. And I was thinking about that. The whole the era of the golden 20s. When the silent movies turned over to speaking movies. The motion picture industry is directly at the brink of the socialist revolution, and when everything takes place, fascism, National Socialism, communism, Marxism, and so on and so on. So this was in Europe, the downfall of the empires in Europe, and in America now a new type of industry stands. The movie industry. So the first guy who was totally astonished, who had a camera, was the Pope. So the first ever transmitted coronation of a queen, was Queen Elizabeth. It was the first broad TV broadcasting where the speaking image, is bringing to you a vision you normally wouldn't see. And this is something, which Hollywood, the more I, took a look at the historical development of film and so on and so on. For me, I really believe that the whole abomination of desolation of what Daniel speaks, Daniel speaks about abomination of desolation. And I think, this is something the movie and film industry created. And it's very, what can I say? In Babylon, this is where the children of Israel were taken. This is where the Jewish people were taken. And we had the king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, who destroyed the temple. I think it's a very significant issue. And
Hi guys, sorry to interrupt. There's a reason why I had to interrupt. This is not a usual thing, but on YouTube we got a strike for the number 16 FBN Rabbi Zoom video, so I cannot continue to play this video here. Please go over to Rumble. We have a description in the link and in the comment section, hopefully, and you can continue watching this video. It's about 1 hour and 40 over 1 hour and 40 minutes long, and we talk about very very important topics. But for some reason, we got a strike from YouTube on our channel. So if you want to watch the full video, please head over to Rumble. We will have the link and you can check it out over there. Thank you so much, and we hope to continue to publish great information wherever we can and however we can. All the best, and thank you to all those who are supporting our work, particularly the Sanhedrin initiative. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, then please check out our main website, mnglobal.org, and check out the Sanhedrin Services tab, under which you will find our fundraiser page, on which you will see all the activities recently that we did in regards to establishment of the Sanhedrin. And on the home page in the middle, you'll also see fundraiser options. You can buy a machatzit hashekel, Sanhedrin shares, all kinds of different things in the store menu as well. And hopefully you guys can help us bring Mashiach, make Mashiach reality in this world. Thank you everybody for supporting us. Of course, for those who want access to all of our content, uncensored, everything, plus bonus content, you could sign up for free on TorahClub.com and join as a German on the free tab, and you'll have access to the library and the Kajabi based social media service for those who would like to discuss the Torah, the ultra Orthodox Noahide community, and the Jewish community. You also have all the options of social media, including a huge live room where people come in to chat when they're bored and talk about the Torah and so on. All the best. Thank you so much to the Nation of Ephraim for supporting the Sanhedrin initiative and all the advisors and all the rabbis. Thank you so much for being partners in this greatest moment in history, establishing the Sanhedrin, the next great step towards the building of the third temple and the prophecies being fulfilled in Israel.